Heads in the Cloud, your source for future-proofing your business.
Hey, everybody, and welcome to another edition of Heads in the Cloud here with James and Joe, or Joe and James. Hey, Joe, a pretty exciting announcement this week, huh? Why don't we talk about it?
Let's talk about it. It's something that we've been looking forward to for a very long time. Nice to have it official. Why don't you spill the beans?
I think the beans have been spilled already on emails and LinkedIn channels and social media posts, but the official announcement of 4IR Solutions as a solutions partner for inductive automation, which means that both us and Sepasoft are now the two solutions partners for inductive, and specifically around our two offerings, Factory Stack and Pharma Stack. Now we're going to be officially working in conjunction more tightly with the IA sales team and dev team, and just working kind of in concert in a more official capacity. So yeah, super excited. A lot of work to get to this spot, and yeah, I'm I actually sent it to my mom, so that's the level of excitement I was at.
Nice. Tell her to watch the podcast too. So hi, James's mom.
I'm not sure that they're going to do that, but maybe they will. Hi, Mom.
Yeah. I'll be pedantic and say, because I always am pedantic with you, James. It is the Solution Partner Program, and it's confusing for me too, because we are 4IR Solutions and we are a solution partner, so it's singular, but there are multiple partners and multiple solutions that we have, which are now listed on a web page.
So I said solutions partner, and you said I should have said solution partner. Is that okay?
That's right. You got it. You got it now.
I apologize. I apologize for my misstep.
But it's exciting because as a part of this, of course, and like you said, there's been some announcements out there. We are now listed on the Inductive webpage, and there's a page that talks about what the Solution Partner Program is, especially for folks who are familiar with the Strategic Partners, which is a different partnership program, of which CirrusLink is now currently the only strategic partner, which is really around third-party module developers that are, I think, very tightly integrated with Ignition, and now Sepasoft and ourselves, being the solution partners, have a separate page that's kind of a landing page that talks about what the program is, and then our own dedicated pages that talk about us as a company, some services and products that we offer, as well as highlighting a few of the select case studies, webinars, and other resources that we've mutually collaborated on over the past few years. So yeah, super, super exciting.
Yeah, well, and I think just from a logistics perspective, I think most people know this, but the Solution Partner Program is not being, those solutions aren't sold directly through the Inductive channel. So, when you used to go buy Sepasoft modules, you would buy them through the Inductive sales team. Now that is through Sepasoft Direct, and similar to with us, we'll be working in concert, and say hi to my dog. We'll be working in concert with the Inductive sales team, but our services will be procured directly through us. So again, just a little difference between the two.
Yeah, it's super exciting, I think, to get recognized in kind of an official capacity. And a lot of folks in the Ignition community, certainly from Inductive Automation, have been working with us in some capacity for a long time. I went back through my emails. I was gonna maybe write a LinkedIn post about this later, but I found the first email where I ever referenced Ignition was exactly 10 years ago. It was back in 2013. And it was, I'll have to look up the email. I have a little screenshot that I took, but it was something like, "Oh, this looks neat. What can you guys tell me about this Ignition software?" And, lo and behold, many projects later, a few roles later, and now with, the ink freshly dried on the paper, we have this new partnership program. So yeah, but super exciting. And it's been a wild ride for 10 years. So funny to think about how much Ignition as a platform as well has changed, because that was back in the Ignition 7.7, 7.8 days, and they've come a very, very long way.
Yeah, and I remember back kind of in those early days too, is the applications, there was a bunch that we did, but there was also some some development out of templates and methodology, and a lot of really people realizing what the power of that platform could be, and certainly aided by the licensing model and aided by the drive of the development and product teams over at Inductive, whose vision really has allowed Ignition to turn into what it is today, which is not just the SCADA software. It's so much more. It's a digital transformation platform. It's a data modeling tool. It's a SCADA platform. It's a digital transformation enabler. It's all of these things, and kind of on that same vein is looking forward. With Cloud Edition being released in the near future, it's going to be a native tool for integrating the cloud services, and obviously, we at 4IR have some interest in the cloud, as you can tell by our logo. So that's a very exciting thing for us, because the modules that are going to be a part of Cloud Edition are going to be things that allow for a lot of native connectivity for services that folks are commonly using in their enterprises. We're excited because we think that with kind of that additional enablement, as well as kind of how our products really complement the platform and how people and users are going to end up using it, we see it being a really stellar fit.
Totally. And as a part of this now with the Solution Partner program, we're having a lot deeper integration with the Inductive folks in terms of integration with some of the processes. We've gotten to know a lot more folks there from the sales and the sales engineering and the support teams as well. And then figuring out how we can kind of collaborate on this. And Cloud Edition is the big the big beast that's kind of inching along, and it's going to be here before we all know it. And that's going to be a lot of new technologies that Ignition is going to be able to integrate with very, very seamlessly. And like James said, really good, integration opportunities for us, and also just great for the Ignition community as a whole, I think. So that's super exciting, and we're super excited to be a part of that journey.
Yeah, and I don't know that everyone kind of understands exactly what Cloud Edition is, and maybe more importantly, what it isn't. I think, looking at some of the other players in the marketplace, they've taken a very a closed off sort of an approach to their cloud-based offerings. So they're very focused on closed network sort of SaaS offerings that are, at least from our perspective, they're more likely to kind of drive vendor lock-in rather than drive open connectivity and innovation. So I think some of the confusion that I know we've had some conversations with folks about is that Cloud Edition is a version of Ignition that you purchase through the marketplaces in AWS or in Azure. But it's not a managed service. It's not a SaaS service that you get, that's updated and managed for you. So that's really where we weave together with Cloud Edition, with Ignition as a whole, to really kind of close that gap for folks that are looking for that, but also to be able to offer other complementary software as a part of a factory stack or pharma stack install that lets you, really kind of pick and choose the parts you want and need for your business, and have someone really take care of curating how they're installed, how they're managed, how they communicate with each other, and how they're integrating to other parts of the business, be they in the OT space or in the IT space.
Yeah, it's definitely something where I think there's been a lot of confusion about it, and I think we're going to try to keep, closing that knowledge gap a little bit around it. And it's probably a topic, Cloud Edition specifically, that we'll be talking about a whole lot more on these calls and during other or these chats, I should say, and others, other media that we're going to be a part of over the next couple months, because we are in Q1, and that was what Inductive was looking at, was Q1. So probably going to see some big announcements coming up soon. So those would be good topics. I also think we could do a sort of a trip down memory lane with Ignition. We were touching on some of that, but just talking about our experiences could be a good follow up on another one of these chats. So
maybe we need to start having fireside chats, like a fireplace and a couple of chairs. I mean,
I've got my green screen. I could have a fireplace in the background, or I guess we could do this in person one of these times. So we'll do it on location, heads in the cloud on location. Which with the ARC forum coming up and things like that, maybe we'll be calling in for some of these too. More exciting backdrop. I just may not be able to take Geralt with me. That's the problem. So may have to Photoshop him in, or use AI to generate a Geralt's lookalike.
Well, I know I had used on my personal computer some of the Snap camera AR tools and filters and things that you could use as your virtual webcam. And now they're end of life that and deactivated the platform as of 2 days ago. So a little bit disappointing, but also probably not something that really affects me that much in the long term.
They got all your data already, so they know what you look
I,
like, and they've trained their algorithms, and they have no use for you anymore. So there, there you go. They're
yeah,
shutting it down.
I think I've reserved to the fact that in this line of work it's kind of tough to stay invisible online. So
True.
maybe I can sell my likeness if anybody wants it.
Cool. Release an NFT, the James Burnand NFT. I'll buy one for free.
Yeah, probably not going to happen.
Yeah. Good stuff.
Cool.
Awesome.
Well, hey,
Good catching up with you as always, James.
Yeah, Joe, appreciate the time. Anybody who's listening, hopefully you guys got something out of this session. Again, any questions, we love to chat. Please send us feedback through the links or through the comments on LinkedIn, and we look forward to the next one.
Heads in the Cloud, your source for future-proofing your business.